We all certainly remember where we were when tragedy struck our country, but there are journalists who were on the ground covering the attacks, including NewsNation's Ashleigh Banfield.
That is the cloud that we were in just about 45 minutes ago or so. At the time we were there, when the first trade tower came down, my producer and I were overcome by the cloud of debris and smoke that came at us.
Yeah, that was Ashleigh covering the attacks in New York for MSNBC all of those years ago. And she joins us tonight to share what she remembers from being in New York City on that day. Ashleigh, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for asking. I appreciate it, Natasha.
And Ashleigh, even in that clip, I can hear just the mix of disbelief and emotion and breathlessness. Can you bring us back to that day? What do you remember? And at what point did you realize that our nation was under attack?
I hear terror. Like, I was just plumb scared. Everyone calls me so brave for having been there that day. The truth is, I was absolutely terrified, and I can hear the unmeasured voice that, was just afraid that everything else was going to come down too. What you're seeing in that clip, by the way, is mid-attack, because that was when Tower 1 had come down, Tower 2 had just come down, and the fifth tower, Tower number 5, had not yet come down. And that one was another moment where I was actually caught on camera interviewing a woman with a baby while it was coming down. So this is sort of in between a lot. So at this point in this clip, I was still pretty scared. You can also see me holding a flip phone and an unflagged microphone. And that's because we couldn't find a crew. We couldn't find the NBC truck. At this point, you're seeing an image from a tourist who had a handy cam. And we found the truck eventually, but the truck didn't have any what we call IFB. It's the earpiece where you can hear, you're on live from the control room in New York. So I had to use a telephone and sort of a random mic that was plugged into this truck, and it was a handy cam of a tourist. So this was cobbled together, the very first on-camera appearance that we could actually do. And you can see the cloud, like you can see the dust is still in the air, right? Like you can see how thick it is still right there. And I think back to those days, and I think back to, how I felt like I was gonna die in the initial, the falling of the North Tower, because I was there, I was under it at that moment and was actually having to break down windows to escape for life. So that's what I usually think of. The next thing I think of is just how fast the day went, and we just kept getting moved, right? Like, this is the first stop. And it, by all means, was not the last. I think I got moved like 3 or 4 times after that initial report further up north, as the police were able to get back into this area and secure it. So we were in a fully unsecured area at that point, and rightly so, because the third tower to fall, Building 5, came down several hours after that report.
It's really helpful to understand this perspective because, of course, at that time, you don't have the benefit of hindsight and don't really know what's going on. It strikes me, that image of you having to break through those windows to make it out and fearing for your own life. Yeah,
I was crying. Yeah. For everybody who thinks I'm so brave, I was actually weeping. First, I had to spit out a lot of dust and grit and dirt, and it was all in my eyes. So my eyes are very red in the pictures I have from that day. But I also was so scared that the building I had sought refuge in from the North Tower's debris, I thought it was coming down too. I literally thought it was the apocalypse. I thought every building, was coming down at that point. And there's that picture I was telling you about. That's the spot that I had to spit out all that dirt and dust. That was the door that we'd bashed into the bottom window to try to crawl under and just seek refuge from the falling ash. And there's Dan Abrams and me. I don't know if you can see that's Dan.
Yeah.
We go back a long way, Dan and me, on that day. Anyway, you asked me a question which I thought was interesting. You said, at what point did you think we were under attack? When I saw the second building, that's when I knew that we were under attack. I had no idea that it was Al-Qaeda. I had no idea it was bin Laden. I think these were all fairly new concepts to most people. I certainly knew about terror. I'd done a documentary on the war on terror before it was the war on terror, but it was mostly the terror that Israel, lives under. I just didn't think for a minute that this much damage could be done all in one fell swoop. No one did.
I hear your hesitancy to take on the mantle of, I was so brave in that moment, but did you know that you had that steel and that strength in you to run towards this situation and to stay there and to not run away?
I think it's a bit stupid. I'm honestly going to be fully frank with you. Being that none of us had ever experienced anything like Pearl Harbor, right? So this was very much Pearl Harbor on civilians. I ran towards what I thought was the towering inferno, which is a famous movie from the 70s about a high-rise on fire. I remember seeing it in a movie theater when I was little. I had no clue that in my journey to southern Manhattan, which was almost all on foot because the subways stopped, the taxis refused to take me any further, and I ran most of the way in those black sandals. I had no idea that any of them were going to come down. I watched the South Tower come down first as I was running towards it, but I was still 40 blocks up. And then stupidly didn't think for a minute that the North Tower was also going to come down, and that's when I was actually just like within its, like just outside of its footprint. It's really hard to pin down the exact spot because everything was so covered in, a foot of ash, and then it became 2.5 feet, 3 feet. But yeah, I think I was just stupid, Natasha. I just kept going because that's what we do, right? I did it in Afghanistan too. I went from, Kabul. I went from Pakistan to Kabul right when the Taliban fell. Stupidly, thinking I'll be fine. Journalists were killed on that route all the way, and I think I just wasn't, clear enough about the present danger, and I don't think I was that day either.
You call it stupid. I think a lot of us would call it something else. Really incredible what you did that day, Ashleigh. And I want to ask, just wrap up, final question. Are there any moments, any people that you spoke with, any images in particular that have stuck with you after all of these years?
Yeah, a lot of them. The firefighters and the police who were so broken and terrified themselves, that stuck with me. I can't even give you an individual one because there were so many. There was one minute, though, that I've taken with me all along these years. First of all, I should just tell you that I have a ritual every day on 9/11, and that is that my producer, cameraman, and audio engineer, the four of us who were just a team, we went all around the world together. We reconnect via email and sometimes, phone calls and all the rest. And we do that every 9/11. So I've already had that, which always makes me feel good because I keep thinking we're all going to be okay. But the one moment that I really take with me is the time when I was broadcasting live. It was in the evening sometime, and it was after 9/11. So it would have been on 12 or 13, or maybe even 14. And a woman came up to me while I was on the air with her poster, because everybody had their posters. Have you seen, have you seen, have you seen my loved one, my husband, my wife, my daughter, my son, everything. And she said, have you seen Lindsay Herkness? And Lindsay Herkness was my friend. Oh. Yeah, so I didn't know it at the time, and Lindsay died. So that hit me live on the air. And I just had to really kind of figure that one out, and there's no pamphlet, blueprint. There's nothing to help you as a journalist kind of get through something like that. And that one stays with me.
Ashleigh, thank you so much for joining us and for talking a little bit about your experience that day. I truly appreciate it.
Hey, Natasha, you know what? God bless America, right? Yeah. We're going to be okay. We united after that. We're in a bad place right now, and I sure hope it doesn't take that to get us back into a place where we're all on the same team. But, I keep thinking we are all on the same team. Yeah. I wish we could get our act together and make sure we get our play straight.
Ashleigh, well said. Thank you so much. And of course, you can watch Ashleigh on her show Banfield Monday through Friday at 10 Eastern. Ashleigh, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.